right? And I would, well, I'm not going to answer. But that's how it would work.
Okay.
Right? And then whoever we're speaking to would be there. And then we would just ask them questions.
Yeah.
Like, what are you playing at? How's it going?
Why are you playing?
You know. And I think that's how it would go. And we'll just talk to people.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. Well, that's
How
the
long would
introduction, don't it?
How long would it go on for?
I don't know. Because I thought that as well. Because I thought, say if you guys weren't here, so obviously it requires all three of us meeting up. Say if I, or you, or like either one of you guys, spoke to somebody, I don't know what you would. Like on the, like say, because I've been doing research myself, say if you went and did research, you went and did research, say if you found them.
Just to get to know them before
Just to get to, or I don't know, or just did the interview, did the podcast, just without us, and then this bit would be, hey guys, I talked to this guy in the week, or girl, or whatever, and this is what happened. Then we'd all listen to it now, do you know what I mean? And then talk about it later.
Yeah.
So that the reason I bring that up is because that could last like 10 minutes, or it could be an hour. I think with the three of us,
the initial conversation wouldn't last that long.
No.
But then the after one would.
Yeah. Because we might want to talk about it afterwards.
Or draw things from it to talk about in this. Yeah.
And it could have affected. What?
Everything just seems like so surreal. Of like actual doing it.
Yeah. Should I tell you who we've been in contact with so far? Because obviously we're a new podcast, a new thing, so people don't really trust us. Which is a shame and kind of hurts me a little bit. So I have to say,
it's understandable.
It's
very
completely understandable. Some random guy, hey, do you want to come
with
talk?
No
to us?
history.
Yeah, no history whatsoever. So yeah. So I've been in contact with quite a few people. A 91-year-old witch from New York.
Interesting.
I won't show the picture because obviously the people listening can't see it. And with no disrespect, it's fucking mental. And I've been in contact with dating coaches because I thought that would be interesting because who doesn't need that?
Yeah, in this day and age.
In this day and age. A lot of fetish stuff. And I don't think they want to talk, really. You know? They're a bit... I don't know. They're not on Craigslist or whatever to talk about it.
They're just there to do it.
Exactly. So yeah. Is there any topic, people, group of people, society that you guys would like to talk to or explore or always been curious about?
Well, since you mentioned tarot card readings, that's always very intriguing.
I have sent a lot of emails.
Yeah.
I'd love to get a reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
What about you, Mackay? We haven't introduced anybody.
What do you mean?
Like I'm referring to you as your name, but everybody else doesn't know your name listening.
No.
Okay, so I'm James. To the left of me is Mackay, and straight ahead is Jamie.
Hello.
There we go. What about you, Mackay?
You alright?
Any society, group of people, topic that you want to get to know or explore? I've always been curious about.
For me, it's like I want to say the spirit unknown kind of side.
What do you mean?
I don't know, like I'm always interested in like these poltergeist hunters.
Like paranormal.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Ghost hunters.
But I don't know if that would be interesting.
Do you believe in it? Do you think that's legit?
I'm skeptical.
So you would want to talk to somebody who's in the know?
Well, yeah. For me, it's like I wouldn't fully believe unless I witnessed something myself. But all these people seem to be firm believers of this.
Do you think that's the thing is like with aliens, right? And like alien abduction. Bear with me. People are always, they have the same. So I'm skeptical. I really want to believe, because why wouldn't you? Right? But that part of my brain is like, well, I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah.
You know? So then I listen to people who've been abducted by aliens, but they always have the exact same story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like copy and paste story of, in this spaceship, I was up on a hill, I came back 3 days later, I got anally probed. Or something like that, you know.
Maybe that's why it's maybe true then. I'm not saying it's true
That's
from my point of view.
That's a good point. If so many people, I've
saying
never
the
thought
same
of it like
exact
that.
things.
That's a good point. I've never thought of it like that.
You never know.
But you'd have thought there would be little blips.
Blips.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. You know what you feel? Yeah.
Or any like fetish things. I know that was like a big jump. But please, like,
Well, some people.
How do you find out you've got, you like being pretending to be a dog or something?
People, no, you're not wrong.
I think it's mainly porn. Do you know what I mean? People would Google porn and be like, but how do they know they're into it? That's a good point.
Good point. The originators.
Yeah. I don't know. This is the thing. This is why we want to talk to people.
Yeah.
And get to know them. I'm going to go on the subreddit now, or the Reddit. The Reddit. Absolutely nothing. Flat earthers as well.
Yeah.
People, what I wanted, like aliens, poltergeist, tarot card reading, I put that in a different category to like flat earth. So, because I'll be honest, and I lose my sort of credibility or whatever here as being able to be impartial, but I think they're fucking mental. Like, I'm going to be honest. So,
yeah.
Like, how can somebody with such categoric evidence of this is the world, this is round, you know, from the basic to the observable to the things we don't, you know, all these things that tells us the world is round. How can you, despite that, be like, yeah, the world's flat?
Yeah.
And there's an ice ring on it, you know?
Yeah.
I'd love to be proved wrong. Because if the world's flat, like, alright, fuck me. That's mental, you know? The moon's round, all the other planets are round, but the Earth's flat. And then you're like, fucking hell, everything we knew.
Where did this like come from?
I don't know.
With the world being flat.
I don't know.
I mean, everyone believed that ages ago anyway, didn't they?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, that there's all this evidence back then that the Earth was flat. Like,
evidence,
quote unquote, that the Earth is flat, because that's like
boat
knowledge, isn't it?
Going
exactly over it. You know, all this imagery, and there was all that amnesia about it, because that was our perception of the world. You know, if you look at old maps, things aren't on it because we didn't know. You know. So I think maybe, and this is me being ignorant, maybe it's from that. You know. Again,
I'd love to know where they get it from.
Because it's just maybe it's like the Bible. that thing around that of like, well, this is fucking old.
Yeah.
So therefore has credibility.
Good point.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to say that.
This is jumping all over.
I know it's jumping all over the place.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from.
But yeah. If we were to ring it back round to where we originally were, what about you, Jamie? What society? Oh, fetish? No,
tarot card readings.
Tarot card.
Stuff, well, I mean, right now that's just perked my interest from what I've heard.
Yeah, because
like
I've been...
tea leaves or whatever it is they do.
Predict the future of tea leaves.
Yeah.
Oh, when they burn them.
I thought it was you actually drink the tea.
I don't.
And then like whatever leaves at the bottom.
Yeah, and then
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew that.
But what I'm
that bit in Harry Potter, isn't it?
Yeah. And palm reading as well.
Yeah.
What I'm fascinated about that there is when how do you read that? So is there like a language of, there's like a book that tells you how to read, or is it you're just born a psychic, you're born a tarot card reader?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're born a you know, and all those things. Is that what it is, or is there something I can?
So is
Is
there
it
a
something I
school
could
for-
learn? Yeah. I think we've covered a lot of bases there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Should we leave it there? Anybody has any final say?
Yeah, why have you put 2 pens on the table?
They were just in my pocket.
Right.
Why do you have 2 pens?
At work. One of these like ran out.
Are they two red pens?
2 red pens. I usually go for green.
You used to go for. Why'd you
Yeah.
go for green?
It's just no one uses green.
What?
No one at work uses green.
Why do you need to distinguish between the people at work?
Because I just wanted to use green.
Yeah, but that's all right that you want to use green, but you're saying you're using green because
Yeah,
no
not
one
many
else.
people uses green.
Yeah, but why? Why?
I don't know why not many people use green.
No, that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, why do you not want to be like everyone else?
Because why would I want to be like everyone else?
But it's a pen colour.
And
So if one person started using a green pen at work
well, no, there's like 1 or 2 other people using green pens.
and you formed a society around green pens,
Well, I'm taking credit for it.
so what if more people join? What is the
I would
threshold?
still use a green pen because
Even if everyone uses a green
yes,
pen,
because
then now
I
the
was-
reasoning's pointless.
I'm taking credit for starting this green.
What do you
pen.
mean you're taking? Everybody uses green pens.
No,
What's the history of green pens? When,
no one was using.
when did the green pen come on?
Come
It
out.
was 1799.
Right, what's the history of purpose behind 4-colour multi-pens?
Oh, yeah, those. Those little things.
Yeah.
Were common in the 1950s and 60s, but introduced in April as an individual green pen, Bic, in France, 1970.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Wait. A green pen originally was used to I was going to say signify. That's not a fucking word.
It is.
Is it?
Signify.
Signify.
Yeah, yeah.
It just didn't sound right. Anyway, to signify the level. So if you were a manager in a place, you would use a green pen,
I was
and
just
that would
saying
say you're a
teacher-
manager.
Was always use a green pen.
Did they?
When they mark
In
stuff.
our-
I always had red.
Yeah.
I think it was for me. If it was a good mark or a good thing, it was green. Bad red.
Bad red.
See me.
See me.
Yeah, see me.
What do you mean?
You never had that.
See me.
What the fuck is that?
Like, if you did something wrong, it says see me at the bottom.
Oh, see me. Okay.
Yeah, see
I
me.
thought you meant like the letters
C.
C.
And then me.
Yeah.
No, see me.
Okay, right, yeah. Like, come and see me
Yeah.
after the lesson is
So we
finished.
can have
yeah.
a word about.
For some
Oh,
nice
yeah.
times. That's somebody I'd talk to. Somebody like having an affair with a teacher or something. Because I know somebody, not an affair. I don't know. That sounds weird. But I know somebody who they were taught by this guy. No, it was the other way around. It was a girl was taught by a guy from the age of like 6, and now they're married.
Yeah.
They're of age, and it was all of age. It was all legal, but I just found that so weird.
That's pretty weird.
Yeah, I just don't think where's the changeover point of like, okay, I'm no longer your teacher.
The thing is, he's seen her grow up. And
yeah, which would freak me out.
Yeah, that would be enough to put me off.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, regardless, but
Like if they
weird.
minus the age thing, say she's 20 and he's what? He'd have to be like 20, like 25 years older. No.
Yeah. at
Yeah,
least
something
around
like that, right?
yeah.
So he could say he's 20 and he's like 45. That age difference isn't crazy, is it? Really?
Who's to
But
say?
it's
I
just
don't know. Yeah.
it's just the growing up
Yeah.
and teaching that person.
That'll be Not about that.
Yeah.
You both you just looking at me.
It's not implying you've done it.
Have you done it?
What, with a 25-year-old? No, someone that's 25 years older than me.
Yes.
No.
So, something I feel we haven't covered
Mm-hmm.
in regards to the green pen. What is the threshold? Before I started freaking out and Googling green pens, what is the threshold of people? Or is there a threshold? Or did you say, even if everyone started using the green pen?
I'll still use. I've grown attached to the green.
But
pen.
my argument was, then the reasoning that you're using the green pen now
because
is
not many
redundant.
people. Yeah.
If then
But still, I've still grown attached to.
Are you
using
sure
green
though? Are you sure?
pen. Yeah.
Because how strong is your reasoning for? Do you know what I mean?
I was just.
Like if I was using, say I was I don't fucking know. Say using a green pen
Yeah.
for that exact reasoning, and that was like the skeleton of why I'm using that green pen, and then or the root, right, and then everything comes off. Say like getting attached to it, or I just like a green pen. But then the main skeleton was, I'm using this green pen because no one else is using this green pen, and then everyone started using the green pen. Then that skeleton would fall apart, and I don't think I could then enjoy just having the green pen because the foundations would go.
That's a good point.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's still attachment to using a green pen.
No, but
Would
do you see
still
what I
be
mean?
there.
Say you've got a tree. Say you
Yeah,
plant
I
some
know,
green
yeah.
pen seeds,
Yeah.
and then off that tree, some little, I like a green pen
Like-
fruit.
Like the ink is the roots.
Yeah.
What
Right.
you're saying is, if the roots die, then everything else will come down with it.
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
lovely poetic way. Yeah. Yeah. Nudists. That's who I'd love to
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Naturists.
I've always.
Yeah.
Is that what? Yeah.
I think
Is there a
that's-
distinction between naturists and nudists?
I don't know the ins and outs of it.
No.
I think they prefer to be called naturists. I could be wrong.
Is
I
that-
apologise if I am.
How do you know this information though?
I've seen a lot of documentaries and stuff. Not just specifically about that. But I've heard about it.
Fair enough. And I think as a finishing note, somebody with extreme political views on either side, left or right or whatever, or even like anti-political views, just like completely tear down the establishment or whatever, I'd love to speak to somebody like, because that's not what we live in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That would be
without
fascinating.
letting our political.
I was
things
just
go
thinking,
way
I'm
too
sure that would get heated.
I don't know.
Especially with you.
I don't think I can be that impartial. I think I get too angry sometimes. I don't think I could make a documentary and be like Louis Theroux
Yeah.
and be so down to so in the middle, so neutral of just kind of accepting, not that Louis Theroux is racist or anything, but accepting that those people exist in the world.
Yeah.
Which I don't want to accept that, and there's that thing of just I wish that, but I'm sure Louis has that as well. But I think I get too angry.
Yeah.
And a bit too
Worked up
involved.
about it.
Yeah. But it would still be very interesting.
It'll
'Cause I
make for
think-
an interesting listen.
And an interesting talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
It was a good introduction, a good test of how everything's going, the equipment. It's just tapping. Alright, so we'll leave it there. Does anyone want to say anything before we do a little outro? Do we have an outro? We don't have an outro.
Don't have an outro.
We've never done it to have an outro.
Social medias.
Social medias. You can find us. You can email. What is the email? Do people email? The pupodcast.
Yeah.
The pupodcast, all lowercase, at gmail.com. There's a Facebook, isn't there? The same name.
Yeah.
The same pupodcast.
Pop podcast.
And there's an Instagram because I followed it earlier today. I think I was the only follower.
Yeah.
Do you even follow it? No, because I was the only one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
See you in a bit.
Goodbye.